Welcome to the maiden voyage of Five to Thrive with Hart. I'm Tony Hart, Vice President of Employee Benefits Nevada with Crest Insurance Group. And the purpose of this series is simple. Take complicated employee benefit topics and make them practical, useful, and easier to understand. Today, we're starting with one of the most misunderstood tools in employee benefits, the health savings account, also known as the HSA. And here's the big idea. Your HSA is not just a debit card for doctor's visits. Used correctly, it can be a healthcare spending tool, a financial wellness tool, a retirement healthcare planning tool, and one of the most tax-advantaged accounts many employees will ever have access to. But here's the problem. Most employees are never really taught how to use it. They hear high deductible health plan, they hear HSA, and they immediately think this sounds expensive or I don't want to pay more out of pocket. That's where education matters, because the HSA conversation is not just about the account. It's about helping employees become better consumers of healthcare. Think about how we use other types of insurance. If your car needs an oil change, new tires, or car wash, you usually don't run that through your auto insurance policy. And if your home needs light bulbs, yard work, or just routine maintenance, you don't run that through your homeowner's insurance policy. But healthcare has trained people differently. Many employees feel like every healthcare expense should run through insurance first, no matter what it is, no matter what it costs, and no matter whether there might be a smarter way to pay for it. That mindset can create frustration. It can reduce price awareness. It can make employees feel like they have less control than they actually do. The HSA actually helps rebuild that consumer mindset. It gives employees a way to compare, decide, pay intentionally, save intentionally, and use the right dollars for the right purpose. That is the shift. The HSA should not be taught as just another account. It should be taught as part of a better healthcare decision-making strategy. So let's go ahead and ground this in the basics. An HSA must be paired with an HSA eligible coverage, usually a HSA qualified high deductible plan. And the account, it belongs to the employee, and that's important. It's not owned by the employer. It's portable. So if the employee leaves the company, the account, it goes with them. The dollars can be used tax-free for qualified medical expenses, and unused dollars roll over year after year. That's one of the biggest differences between an HSA and an FSA. Many employees confuse the two. They hear account and they immediately think use it or lose it. But the HSA is not a rush to spend account. It's an employee-owned and it rolls over. It builds over time, and depending on the custodian and the balance, it may even allow employees to invest some of the money for future healthcare needs. That's why the language, it really matters. If we only explain the HSA as a way to pay today's doctor bill, we really miss the bigger opportunity. One of the most powerful parts of the HSA is the triple tax advantage. But we shouldn't just say that phrase and move on. We need to explain what it actually means. First, contributions can receive favorable tax treatment. So if contributions go through payroll, they're generally pre-tax. If somebody contributes directly, those dollars may be deductible. Employer contributions are generally excluded from income. Second, the money can grow tax-free inside the account. Now, that can include interest and potential investment earnings. Third, when the money is used for qualified medical expenses, that withdrawal can come out tax-free. That is what makes the HSA different. Now, if you compare that with your traditional 401k, a traditional 401k is a powerful retirement account. Contributions may reduce taxable income today, and the money can grow tax deferred. But when traditional 401k dollars come out in retirement, they are generally taxable. The HSA, it can go one step further when used for qualified medical expense. That's why after an employee captures any 401k employer match, the HSA, it may deserve a serious priority conversation. Now, this is not personal tax investment advice. It's just an educational framework to help employees ask better questions. One of the easiest ways to teach the HSA is what I call the two-bucket strategy. One bucket is the spending bucket. This is the cash buffer. It's the money available for expected care, prescriptions, office visits, and near-term out-of-pocket expenses. Bucket two is the longer-term bucket. Once an employee has enough cash set aside, they may consider saving or investing additional HSA dollars for future healthcare expenses. The goal is not to spend everything, and the goal is not to invest everything. The goal is to match the dollar to the purpose. There's also another strategy employees should understand, the shoebox method. And here's how it works. An employee pays a qualified medical expense out of pocket. They save the receipt digitally or physically. They leave the HSA dollars in the account where those dollars may continue to grow or be invested. Then later they can reimburse themselves from the HSA for that qualified expense. The key is record keeping. The expense must be qualified. It must happen after the HSA was established. It can't already have been reimbursed somewhere else, and the employee needs to keep documentation. So for today's first 5 to Thrive with Hart, here are the 5 takeaways. Number 1, the HSA is not just a debit card, it's a benefit investment tool. Number 2, employees need to be taught how to think like consumers when they use healthcare. Number 3, the triple tax advantage matters, but only if employees understand how contribution, growth, and qualified withdrawals work. Number 4, the two-bucket strategy helps employees balance today's expenses with tomorrow's healthcare needs. And number 5, the shoebox method can help employees save receipts, preserve HSA dollars, and create future reimbursement flexibility. For employers, this is not just an account conversation, it's a business conversation. If employees don't understand the HSA, the strategy, it can feel like cost shifting. But when employees understand the account, the tax advantages, the rollover feature, the two-bucket strategy, and the shoebox method, the HSA becomes much more than a debit card. It becomes part of a broader benefit investment strategy. Thanks for watching 5 to Thrive with Hart. For one practical employee benefits idea each week, subscribe to the 5 to Thrive weekly newsletter. You'll find the link in the post, the video description, or on my profile. And if this was helpful, hit like, follow, or subscribe. And share it with someone who helps make benefits decisions.